कौन कहता है आसमां में छेद हो नहीं सकता, कौन कहता है आसमां में छेद हो नहीं सकता, एक पत्थर तो तबीयत से उछालो यारो. Well, we have with us a film that has really met the world standards by any margin, and it's a film that India will always be proud of. We're talking about Airlift, and it's a huge honor and privilege to have Akshay Kumar, who has definitely just enacted his finest performance ever, and Nimrat Kaur, a beautiful Nimrat Kaur, here on Bollywood Hungama. Pleasure having you guys on Bollywood Hungama first of all, and sir, national award winning worthy performance. कैसा लग रहा है आपको? You've been getting amazing response.
Actually, I'm too shy to even say anything that. Yes, I have never received something like that because Nimrat must be used to it because she's last film also she did.
Right.
She got, I'm sure she got much these kind of response. And I was just telling Nimrat, I'm not used to all this.
Baby, you got some. You've gotten baby.
Yeah, but
And
कोई भी award में
several
वो
other
नहीं आया ना, nominate भी नहीं हुआ.
सर वो तो खैर कंट्रोवर्सी है, वो तो खैर लेट्स नॉट.
हाँ तो वो खैर जो भी है.
मैंने नेशनल अवार्ड की बात करी, मैंने बाकी अवार्ड की बात ही नहीं करी.
तो मैं वैसे ही I know, but so I'm feeling very good about it. I'm thankful to the audience and to people, and the way they have looked at this film. My mobiles has been full with praises and genuine praises, and even people whom I don't know. I'm surprised how they got my number, and they've been sending messages from military officers, from IPS officers, from custom officers.
Absolutely.
And to people, I may say that it's I to be honest, I never knew that this film is going to be taken in such a way that that it has become a pride that I have done this film, and that's it. Thank you, and Nimrat.
There were a few apprehensions that Nimrat is a very fine actress, and will we be seeing her in a meaty role as far as she is concerned? But I think you have some really key scenes in the movie, especially the confrontation scene that you have with Prakash. I think that's beautifully done somehow. Are you feeling vindicated somewhere?
I was never set out to, I never attached myself with this film with the idea that I need to have enough to do in it, or how much of a part. I think when you become a part of a story, the idea is to play your part in the most effective way. I tried my best, and I feel like Akshay's work in it makes all of us look good, quite honestly. He's done such a fabulous job. When we saw the film for the first time, I told him this is his career best. He just told me that you've not seen all of my work. So
Right.
I'm very happy that I've been proved right.
Right.
I have been saying, Akshay, I told you this that day.
Yeah, and I told you about the scene also. When you were doing performing, when you did the rehearsal, I said, I love the fact that Nimrat has this much confidence that भले सारे सीन किसी और को दे दो, मुझे सिर्फ एक सीन दे दो, मैं बता दूंगी तुमसे.
That is true. नहीं, it's a very confident. मुझे फिर से कहा जाएगा मैं partiality कर रहा हूँ निम्रत कौर की तरफ. Okay. So that scene when the flag is being hoisted at Amman, the embassy, somewhere that entire thing that many times we take the country for granted, and that moment and the way it is presented in the movie, I think it's beautifully done somewhere. And tomorrow is 26th January. How will you react? Because it's not jingoistic sort of. मतलब बगैर कहे हुए चीज़ कही गई है. Just through the music and the way the flag is being pulled up. What is your reaction to that, sir?
It happened on the first day when the promo also released, and this shot when it came. People didn't know anything about the story also, and they reacted so positively to it.
Right.
But हमारा झंडा तिरंगा वो लोगों के अंदर ये काम कर देता है.
बिल्कुल.
I have seen many times जब हम थिएटरों में जब जन गण मन के लिए उठते हैं,
बिल्कुल.
तो अपने आप आपकी पीठ सीधी हो जाती है, and अपने आप there is कुछ नहीं है, झंडा लहरा रहा है हाई स्पीड में और जन गण मन चल रहा है, and then suddenly your thoughts goes in a different place. You actually feel goosebumps coming up, and you feel so, मतलब आपकी मुट्ठी टाइट हो जाती है. You don't stand like this. You are like this. And I look at everybody when people are there standing in the theater. There's something happens. Tiranga does something to you automatically.
क्या बात.
That is what.
Sir, in fact, somewhere the feeling is that आपने अपने सारे inhibitions आपने कहीं ना कहीं consciously lost it, and especially that scene जब आपकी नाक से Pani, in fact, I think that's any actor who's primarily like a superstar, and it takes a lot of guts to show that, sir. It takes a lot of guts to show that.
The director did ask for another take. वो आपके नाक से पानी आ रहा, बोला मैं थक गया, अब यही print कर लेना.
Yeah, but it's looking very good, sir. It's
He
looking
makes
very.
it sound so
Must be.
so funny, but I know the impact that scene has, and
No,
I
absolutely.
did have on me when I saw it for the first time.
Absolutely.
And I also have to tell you something that he's forgetting, that apparently when he walked into that house, he hadn't seen it in that condition. He asked for it to be
Straight
a
away
surprise.
taken,
Yeah.
Like
So
I
that's
say,
because-
जो इराकी सोल्जरों ने किया था, जो तोड़फोड़ कर दी थी.
जी, बिल्कुल.
So when they called me to एक बार देख लो, मैं बोला नहीं. Let it be like a surprise only कि what has happened to my house. So we start camera action, and I came out from my van straight away to the take, and I just have to enter, and they just told me. Wherever I went, the camera went along with me.
Right.
And there's one shot where I have taken it. The point of view of mine, where we are showing the rooms and all. So I asked the camera lady that can I take these shots. So that shot, which is I hold the camera.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've taken these
Awesome.
shots.
That's. I think Priya has done a brilliant job. Almost everyone has unanimously spoken about that. Sir, in the last interview, we discussed about the fact that you were a bit apprehensive that such films box office पे क्या response होगा नहीं होगा.
But that
The
always
Weekend
happens.
the Weekend has been phenomenal, one of your all-time bests, and it is being said that it's going to be your biggest commercial success, more than Rowdy Rathore. That's what it's being said.
No,
now.
I don't know about that, but I am more than that. I'm happy that people want to watch these kind of films.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
अगर मैं आज बोलूं आपको
जी.
कि अगर अब इसके बाद बेबी आ रही होती तो बेबी would have not finished at 90. It would have finished at more than 90. I
Definitely.
don't know the number, but 101% above 120, 130.
जी, बिल्कुल,
Because
बिल्कुल.
people have started coming and watching this. People have started realizing it that we have to watch content. They want to watch a lot of content. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have an item number. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have sex to it, or it doesn't matter if it doesn't have comedy to it. It does matter is content, and that what it proves. And this I can see when I did a special Chabbis, the business was still 65. Then oh my God, then it became 80, 82. Then it became baby 90, 95,
जी, बिल्कुल.
and then this. So you can see the trend of how the things are moving.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't call Holiday in this thing, because Holiday had
More than 100 crore.
fun. उसमें गाने थे, 6
बिल्कुल.
गाने थे, कॉमेडी थी, डांसेस थे, so सब कुछ था.
Now, your character has shades of grey as well somewhere. Grey in terms because you're being selfish about it, and I think anyone will be. How was your preparation like? Because there's several shades to it. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure that at times the audience would want to dislike you as well. That
Yeah.
why is she saying all this stuff?
I think, I feel like as an actor, you have to make sure you don't judge the character you're about to play.
Ji,
You have
ji.
to find pride in playing what you're playing. There's a great pleasure in that, because it's lovely to not agree with the choices the character you are about to play is making. Because I think that's the joy of, being in a job like this. I have to say that personally, I would not have made the choices, that this woman was making in the film. But I also understand exactly where she's coming from, and she's unable to understand what her husband is suddenly all about. She knows him as a different human being.
Right.
And overnight, he's turning into a savior who she doesn't recognize. So there's panic, there's mayhem. There is a sense of complete loss, So it's a very human reaction, the way she reacts to him and to the situation. It's a very human reaction. You just want to be safe. You want your family to be safe. So I found that very, very interesting, and which is what made that scene that you were talking about, where one stands up for your husband, and she picks up the pieces for him when he's falling apart, and she tells him that you're the negotiator. And,
Sure, absolutely.
all of that. So I feel like there was enough happening as a turn later, which made the character strong enough in my mind for me. And yeah, I feel like in a story like this, it has to also be relevant, a personal journey together, because there's so much else going on.
Right,
you know,
right.
so you only have that much space and time. So as long as one makes the most of what's there.
Absolutely. So it's also being said that Ranjit Katiyal, he can be like a case study in terms of like marketing schools and various IIMs and all this, because the way he is just going about doing things. He's just withstanding the pressure, and there are people within the camp who are like Prakash's character. I think the way he can irritate the person. Do you see how much have you learned from the character, and do you feel that it is something that can be a example for people in terms of management?
Well, example it is. Example it is. And in pressure, a lot of people perform, I think. And the character which I played is of two characters mixed together. We have made it one.
Ji, bilkul. Right.
Okay.
Sunny Matthews and
yes. So
Vedi or something.
yeah, Vedi. So it is about two characters made into one. So I think when I met Sunny Matthews' son, and he was talking to me about what his father was doing.
Ji, sir.
And he says he had never seen his father do something like this. He was a very shrewd businessman, and he was doing his business and all. But suddenly something happened to him. He just started going back again to Kuwait and started saying, I'll come back. He even he wrote a letter also, and he gave it to his mother. Say, if I don't come
Yes,
back, then only open it.
I've read that, yeah.
And that also, can you believe it? I think what kind of a mindset it is. हमने तो सिर्फ फिल्मों में देखा है.
बिल्कुल.
लेकिन ये तो हकीकत में वो ready था. वो तो he says for 2.5 months we were not in touch with my father. I didn't know what happened to my father. Where was he? Because there was no mobile working, no phones working, nothing was there. And after 2 months, when the last flight came in, we saw our father coming.
Somewhere you had a brilliant plot and everything was there, but personally what I felt was that everything came together very beautifully in terms of the entire technical team as well. The way the camera work has been, everyone has acknowledged Priya's work, and everything actually, be it the production design, जैसे phones use कर रहे हैं, art direction, cars जिस तरीके use किए गए. How important do you think has been that element in terms of bringing everything together?
It's quintessential to a film like this. I mean, every little thing has to be right, because anything out of place it'll be a sore thumb, because it's set in 1990. Even though it's not very obviously period, it's not the 50s, but still you have to get those certain elements absolutely right down to the T. Every department did their job so beautifully, whether it's the costumes, the kind of attention to detail that was paid to the art direction, to just the smallest of props. The telephones being used, the landlines, just everything. The cars,
exactly.
The number plates.
The cars and the buses पीछे जो कहाँ से ढूंढ के लानी
कहाँ से
बिल्कुल.
I remember वो जो कार यूज हुई थी, तो मैं I met one of a very big person. We shot this whole thing in Russell Khema. So I met a big person of Russell Khema. He must be a very big man there. So he was a big man, because I saw him. He entered into our plane, Emirates, and I was going towards South Africa. He was also going for a chutti. So I met him and all. And then he met me. Akshay, I've seen your films. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I asked him, where are you from? He said, I'm from Russell Khema. Sir, I was shooting there in Russell Khema. Oh yes, okay, fantastic, this, that, and this. And then I showed him the photograph. Me standing, and the car is there. So he's looking. This is my car.
What?
Yeah. This is my car.
It was his car?
Yeah. So, yes. So he said, I gave
I was driving the Cadillac or the Bentley?
No, the Bentley.
Oh.
The my one. Cadillac you were driving here.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
At Bollywood Hungama, we've done like a most awaited poll of movies this year. And in top 10 films, Airlift and Housefull 3 has been there. Airlift, in fact, was ahead of Housefull 3 as well somewhere. Does it make you feel good that people are increasingly just choosing films which are different, and they're just totally gung-ho about that?
I think I spoke about this. Yes, I'm very happy that people are liking to watch content film. And numbers are changing slowly but steadily. Numbers are changing. If your content is powerful, it doesn't matter if it doesn't have only songs and all. I think we spoke about that.
Absolutely. And Housefull 3, looking forward to it next?
Yes.
Because you're managing, you're mixing it beautifully. You're having some films which are like.
मैं actually
I think he
OMG
has a
and,
split personality.
I think I was just telling her
जी.
जितनी इज्जत कमाई है don't worry इसमें चली जाएगी.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. I think that is fun as well, sir. That is fun as well.
Sure,
I
I'll
had
tell
a
you-
good time
I'll
in
tell
Sing
you.
Is Bling, honestly.
I'll tell you something.
I enjoyed Sing Is Bling.
People realize it, but the people here who takes only serious cinema as acting, they don't realize.
No, that's true.
Slapstick comedy is a very, very powerful comedy, a very powerful filmmaking thing.
बिल्कुल.
We are very tough filmmaking thing.
बिल्कुल.
It is also a form of acting, and I hope one day comedians or people who do comedy get what they.
In fact, Sajid Farad, you worked in entertainment,
Yes, yes.
which got amazing response in satellite. I think one of the
Satellite
biggest
is the
response
biggest
all
one, yeah.
across,
Yes.
more than Dhoom 3 and all these movies as well. And I think I'm sure that must be. I think they're kings of writing.
Yeah,
Their
they
writing is
have
beautiful.
written one of the best comedies, whether it's even there this thing, whether it is Golmaal or
Housefull
2,
two.
they've written even Singham
Correct.
and
Chennai Express.
Chennai Express. So they have written some great, and they are so versatile.
बिल्कुल.
Like मुझे कुछ भी हो जाए यार, when I trust someone, I trust someone.
बिल्कुल.
I know हमेशा निखिल के साथ मेरी पटियाला हाउस नहीं चली, फिर उसके बाद चांदनी चौक भी
चांदनी
नहीं
चौक
चली
भी,
थी.
जी.
But I trusted him that third one he came with this. He gave me such a powerful script. Akshay, hear this, and I'm very glad, and I know it. Sometimes it happens. People's नहीं चलती है. But I know Sajid Farad entertainment इतनी नहीं चली. But I still trust him, and I'll go forward with my belief in that person, and I know for sure Housefull 3 is going to make a good benchmark.
Absolutely. And खुफिया sources से पता चला है that Nimrat Kaur is having like a बहुत ही ज़्यादा उनके पास offer suddenly एकदम आ चुके हैं पिछले 3 दिनों में.
ऐसा लग रहा है
She is not able to choose between the movies.
I've just been
Please आप खुलासा
sleeping.
करिए.
I've been catching up on my sleep, Faridoon. I've just been sleeping. That's all I've
But I'm
been
sure that
doing.
there must be a lot of interest because there's certain
No,
lot
then
of
she's
interest.
saying it. She doesn't know. She has not seen a phone.
अच्छा,
She's
she hasn't
sleeping.
seen. Okay.
फोन नहीं देखा
नहीं,
उन्होंने.
नहीं, ऐसा
तो
नहीं.
अभी जाके कभी देखेंगी फोन.
But जैसे अक्षय जी ने last interview में कहा था कि that she should be doing more movies.
Yeah, I
So
should be.
I think you should.
I agree.
Right.
It's out there. I'm here. I'm right here.
Right. So we'll be
And
seeing
I'm
more
done with
movies.
my sleeping, so I'll be on my phone
We'll be seeing
now.
more movies from Nimrat Kaur as well.
Absolutely.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
being on Bollywood Hungama,
Such
and
a
congratulations
pleasure.
once again.
Thank
And we genuinely hope that it continues to just grow with. I think tomorrow will be a fabulous day as well, and it just grows exponentially from here on. Thank you very much. sir.
Thank
And
you
thank you
so
for giving
much.
such cinema, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.